Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Post-Executive Council media briefing. I'm Davia Chambers and I will take you through this afternoon's press conference. Presenting this week is Assembly Member Nathisha Charles Pantin, Secretary of the Division of Public Infrastructure and Transportation. So at this time, I'd hand you over to Secretary Charles Pantin.
Thank you, Davia. Good afternoon, everyone. The division continues to focus on delivering practical, visible improvements that directly impact the daily lives of Tobagonians. Our priority has been to improve road conditions, enhance safety, and strengthen how people move across the island. Here are some key works currently underway and new initiatives being introduced. Patching and paving works. The THA has given priority to making our roadways safer and more comfortable for drivers and residents alike through an extensive program of patching and paving works across Tobago. These interventions have focused on high traffic corridors, priority community roads, and areas in urgent need of attention. Paving works undertaken. The following roads have been paved: Union Road off Plymouth Road, Old Wim Road along the Wim Community Center, areas in West Canaan, Bonaccord from Sincere Street to the traffic lights, Crown Point from John Gorman Road to Republic Bank, including associated side streets, Richmond Bay Road, Glamorgan, Lovers Lane, Glamorgan, All Fields Branch Road, including the Escarlet Hotel Road. Patching works undertaken. Extensive patching works were also carried out in the following areas: Bacalet from the traffic light to the Uptown Corridor, along the Claude Noel Highway from the Dwight York Stadium, Bacalet to Crown Point. Please note, some high-risk sections were deferred due to safety concerns associated with crossing lanes. North Side Road from the Rockley Vale traffic lights to President House. Paving is expected to commence shortly from the junction to Mount Grace. Gala Hall from the Chief Secretary's office complex heading south across the highway into Bagatelle. Storbay Local Road from Apex to the junction of Crown Point Road. Scipio Trace Canby, Hampden Road Lowlands, Old Road into Mount Grace, Idlewild Trace, Milford Government Administrative Complex. Road condition assessment exercise. As we continue these patching and paving efforts, the division is also preparing to undertake a comprehensive road condition assessment exercise across Tobago. This exercise will produce a detailed report to guide the prioritization of road rehabilitation works across the island in a structured and data-driven manner. We are fully aware of the extent of work required on Tobago's road network, and while we continue to provide short-term relief through ongoing patching and paving, this assessment will ensure that resources are directed where they are most urgently needed. Community-based infrastructure enhancement program. In addition to the continued paving and patching works, the division is prepared to roll out a complete community-based infrastructure enhancement program aimed at addressing the deterioration of public infrastructure across the island. Over time, critical assets such as drainage systems, retaining walls, sidewalks, roadways, and public spaces have become worn and in some cases unsafe or non-functional. This affects not only public safety but also community pride, the island's image, and the lifespan of national infrastructure. This program is designed to restore and upgrade these assets while creating opportunities for local contractors and supporting economic activity within communities. Key areas of work will include pothole patching and road rehabilitation works, road marking and traffic delineation, power washing and protective painting of infrastructure, drainage improvements, and sidewalk construction. This program represents a total investment of an estimated 100 million over 2 fiscal cycles, with works to be carried out across districts in Tobago. Airport Access Road. The division has been tasked by the Chief Secretary to move forward with plans to improve access to the new A&R Robinson International Airport, specifically along the route connecting the Dr. Winston Murray Boulevard, Kilgwin Bypass, and the Terminal Access Road. Under the Tobago House of Assembly Act, Chapter 2503, the Assembly is responsible for infrastructure, including air transportation, Section 27 states. Where services fall within the responsibility of the Assembly, the services shall be administered by the Assembly. Item 16 of the 5th schedule explicitly identifies infrastructure including air and sea transportation, wharves and airports, and public utilities as core responsibilities. Plans are currently being prepared and include upgrades to sections of the roadway, as well as improvements to drainage infrastructure to reduce flooding and ensure the road can function safely and efficiently. As parts of that area are environmentally sensitive due to wetlands, the division is working closely with the Institute of Marine Affairs, IMA, and the Division of Environment, Climate Resilience and Energy. We will also collaborate with other relevant agencies to ensure that all the necessary environmental considerations are addressed before construction begins. Targeted traffic improvement and school zone safety initiative. In addition to road rehabilitation, the division is undertaking a targeted traffic improvement and school zone safety initiative aimed at improving traffic flow. This involves enhancing pedestrian safety and strengthening traffic management systems across Tobago. This initiative focuses on areas where traffic congestion, road safety concerns, and high pedestrian activity, particularly around schools, require targeted intervention. Priority areas identified: Bonaccord Primary School Zone, Mason Hall School Zone, including the Belmont Road corridor serving preschools, primary and secondary institutions, Top Hill Speyside Residential Area, Village Street number 1, Mount St. George, and this street will eventually be widened to accommodate two-way traffic. These areas have been selected based on observed traffic challenges, safety concerns, and the need to improve the efficiency of roadway use within residential and school environments. The division will pursue a roadway reprioritization approach, which includes introduction of one-way traffic systems in selected areas, implementation of enhanced pedestrian safety measures, improvements to traffic circulation and management, installation of clearer signage and road markings. The initiative will be implemented in phases. Firstly, consultation with school administrators, parent bodies, community representatives, public transport operators, and the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. Following consultations and preparatory works, a pilot phase of approximately 2 to 4 weeks will be introduced in collaboration with the police service. This phase will monitor traffic behavior and compliance, assess the effectiveness of the proposed measures, and identify any necessary adjustments. Upon completion of the pilot phase, the division will refine and finalize the interventions prior to full implementation. Notice of proposed changes and new traffic arrangements will be clearly communicated to the public. These measures are being implemented in the interest of public safety and long-term traffic efficiency and encourage full cooperation of all road users. Please work with us. I thank you.
Thank you, Secretary Charles Panton. We'll now open the floor for questions from members of the media. We'll begin with 2 questions in the first round. Please note that we will only be taking questions related to the updates provided by Mrs. Charles Panton. I'm seeing Jewel Green. So I don't know if you're asking your question, Jewel, but I am unable to hear
Me now?
you at this moment.
Yes. Hi, Davia.
Hi, Jewel, I'm hearing you. I'm
Hi.
hearing you now.
Okay, great. Hi, Secretary Panton. Happy Easter pre-weekend to everyone. I know you said, Davia, that the question should be targeted to the update. However, I got a report from a tourist that the Mount Dillon Habitat for Humanity's bathrooms were locked by Monday, and just requesting if they will be open in terms of all the sites across Tobago, not just that one, but all the tourist sites, if the bathroom facilities, parking facilities, if they will be accessible to visitors over the long weekend.
So no problem, Jewel. What I would do is I would reach out to Assembly Member Zorisha Hackett to provide the response to those questions and get back on to you this afternoon. Yeah?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I am not seeing any more raised hands. So if there are no further questions, that's how we'll conclude today's press conference. I would like to thank Secretary Charles Panton for providing us with those updates from her division. Thanks to the media, Jewel, for your question, and all of our online viewers for joining us. I'd also like to take this opportunity to wish everyone a happy and a safe Easter. Thank you so much for joining us again. I'm Davia Chambers. Take care.